Hi everyone, this video is just pure talking, there's no workout or anything on it, so if you don't want to hear me speak then just skip on to my new workout, which should be up at the same time as this. This video I just feel like making because lately there's been a lot of discussion just about the right way to do things at Christmas with regards to diet and exercise, and there seems to be two camps developing, and one camp, not saying where, but has a comradeship, us against them mentality, and their philosophy is that basically they're going to possibly just taste their Christmas food and maintain their strict diet protocol throughout all of the Christmas period, so as they don't fall off the wagon, so to speak. That sort of attitude to me is not only bordering on obsessive behaviour and control issues, but it's also sending out the wrong message to people that in order to survive, or in order to make your fitness goals, or whatever it is they're calling it, successful, you have to be in a strict regime 24/7, and if you fall off this mysterious wagon, who came up with a wagon anyway? Why do we all need to be on a wagon? I don't know. But in my eyes, trying to encourage people to be like that, trying to encourage people to, and if they fail, what if they fail to do that? How is that going to make them feel? We're always bombarded with things we should be feeling guilty about, and there's this one time of year, maybe two, your birthday, that it shouldn't matter what you're eating. I saw a really good comment on this particular website where somebody had said that you don't get fat between Christmas and New Year, you get fat between New Year and Christmas. And I think that's absolutely true, and that attitude is probably the right one to have. And I'm not one to say what is right or wrong, but in my view, we should be encouraging people not to fear falling off the wagon, because inevitably life throws things at us that makes us fall off the wagon. We can't help it. But instead of being fearful of that and feeling guilty for doing it, then we should learn how to get back on it, and how just to realise that if we fall off one wagon, and we're sticking with the wagon analogy here, then another wagon comes along and we can hop onto that one and pick up where we left off. May have gained a few pounds, but chances are over a few days those pounds are going to be water and glycogen, and just all the stores are being refilled again, and you may feel a bit sluggish for a while, but you will have enjoyed your Christmas dinner that maybe your mother or family member or friend has gone to the trouble of making you. And instead of turning around and saying, actually, I'm not going to eat it, I'm going to just taste it, then that is an insult, because you can argue two sides to this. The other side being greed, a lot of greed at Christmas, and yes, that extreme isn't ideal either, but think of all the deprivation there is already in the world. And why would you want to purposely deprive yourself of such a beautiful meal and enjoying the festivity with everybody else? At the end of the day, throughout human history, one of the things that brought people together is food and feasting, and allowing yourself to feast is all part of the celebrations and the whole nice warm feeling that you have when you're with your family and you're all enjoying everything together. I think it's poor advice to give to people and to try and get them to come along with your obsessive compulsive disorder, where you're not allowed to do anything outside certain rules. Life doesn't work like that. It's not about earning a carb here and a carb there. If you haven't done a workout, then do you not eat a carb? Like, people need to get realistic, and you can't have ridiculous rules that are impossible to follow, because it leads to that feeling of stringent control, blinkered approach. It isolates you from people. It sets you up for an obsession. I mean, the obsession is to be lean, but how lean are we talking here? I mean, it's the endless goal of being ever leaner. I mean, you get to a point, and I know myself that whenever you're aiming to be a certain, looking a certain way, even whenever you get there, you don't even see it. It's an endless cycle. You want to get there, you're there, you don't understand that you're there because you see yourself every day, and you lose sight of reality very, very quickly, and that is a spiralling circle out of control. And I would just warn people just to think about what's more important. How you look, or how I find very strange, is that people think, in general, people think that if you look better, then you feel better, and it's on the outside of you is what makes the inside of you better. And I don't think that's the case at all. I think this is going to be a bit of a gross analogy because as a nurse, as a surgical nurse, I know from my experience that if you want to heal a wound, you don't heal it on the outside, you heal it from the inside out. And I think that's, in a way, you can apply that to everything in life, that if you want to feel better, you need to feel better from the inside first, and everything else on the outside will fall into place. And since I switched my focus from getting lean, like I was on the bandwagon with trying to get lean and stuff, endlessly trying to get leaner, and you never seem to get there, you're never lean enough. So I've sort of steered away from it. If you have weight to lose, that's fine, that's different. If you're overweight and you're wanting to get to a certain point where you're in a healthy state of things, then that's fine. You know, there are approaches to doing that. But becoming stringent and obsessed about your diet, and you create a stress over it. I mean, I even heard on the same site, once, you know, when the diet challenges and things like that were coming up, there was one where she suggested setting your gym boss timer for 3 hours so you could time your own meals. I mean, please. Who could be bothered with that? Who could live like that? And then on one hand she's saying listen to your body, and the other hand she's saying set your clock so you have to eat when it goes off. I mean, and that's an example of two completely opposing pieces of advice. People are not going to know what to do. I'm going to say, I'm going to give out, even stand and say anything about what you should do about your diet, because I'm not qualified to do that. And I think that everyone is different. No one thing is going to help everybody the same way. There's too many contraindications. People's medical history, people's goals, people's mental state as well. I mean, there's young people coming onto these sites, and as the internet is open to everyone, you have to be more careful and more accountable for what you're saying to people, because if somebody wants to look like you, they're going to do exactly what you do. Exactly what you're saying, they're going to follow it to the letter. I don't want to get all down in the dumps about this, because I know I love Christmas and I know I love food, and I'm going to enjoy every mouthful of it, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. Enjoy your day, enjoy your Christmas, and enjoy being with your family and celebrate it in the way you've always done and the way you love to do. And I think that's what I'm going to do for Christmas. So anyway, this is my Christmas rant stroke message, and I want to thank everyone who's gone to my blog, who's left comments, and it's been a great year for my TV. In the new year, I will announce that there's going to be a new forum which is opening up from my TV, where there'll be regular discussions and more interaction between people coming onto the site, instead of having to rely on me so much. There's going to be a more open community, user-friendly community, and different topics that you want to talk about can be brought up and then seen by everyone, and everyone can join in. So that's going to be exciting. Looking forward to that. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to leave you with a very big happy Christmas from me and Andrew and all 3 cats. And I will see you after Christmas. All the best.